going on? What's going on? Hopefully all my beautiful people doing good out there. It's been a minute since I did a Wolf Talk video, but I'm back. I'm here. I'm ready. Um, I just wanted to talk about like the idea of accepting versus expecting. And I remember this guy who was a friend of mine. Actually haven't talked to him in like a while, but this always stuck with me. He told me like, instead of expecting, start accepting. You know, we always expect for things to turn out our way, to go our way. And then when they don't, we get off-centered, we become unstable, we become doubtful, we become fearful, all because things didn't go how we expected it to go. But if you would just change your mindset to accepting, go from expecting to accepting, then you'll realize that the universe or God, whatever you believe in, is always working for you. It's always working for you. For me, I know that God always has a will, for one. God has his own will. And the problem is we tend to want to do our own will instead of God's. So we expect to do this, we expect to do that, not knowing God has something else in store for us, you know? So when you learn to accept things how they are, you know, when things turn out different than what you expect, when you learn to accept and you learn to realize, like, hey, this was supposed to happen. Like, let me accept this. This is only going to push me to where I'm supposed to be. This is only going to push me to my destination. You know? And then life becomes less stressful. It really does. Because when you realize that everything that's meant for you is going to be meant for you, and your destination that you're trying to get to, everything that happens is only propelling you forward to that destination. And you realize that sometimes the things that we want to happen is no good for us, right? So sometimes when things turn out different, it's actually protecting us. It's actually for our own good. It's actually to help us grow, you know? So when you get in the mindset of just like taking things how they are, seeing things for what they are instead of what you want them to be, then you will be way better off. And, you know, I've been working on that myself. You know, I'm not saying I'm perfect. I've been going through things. You know, we all want things to happen. We all wish for things to happen. But it's also been times where I wanted something and I didn't get it. And then I realized later on, like, ooh, thank God, because that wouldn't have been good. So I think it's all about mindset. It's all about accepting things for what they are instead of expecting things for, you know, expecting what you want to happen. Just accept what's happening. You know, it's nature. You never want to get in the way of nature. Our problem is we try to fight against nature. We try to fight what's supposed to happen. We try to go against the grain instead of going with it, you know? And I like to say it's kind of like being water. I like to be like water. Look at Reese. I like to be adaptable. Water could fit any shape, whether you pour it into a cup, whether you pour it into a pool, whether, you know, whatever shape water can take on and transform into. So I always say we should be like water, you know, willing to adapt. Whatever happens, adapt. move on, move forward, instead of getting bent out of shape. You know, when something goes not according to our plan, you know, instead of giving up, instead of getting fearful, anxious. No, you take the hands you're dealt, you take it and you make the best of it. And you realize that you got to go through certain things in order to get where you want to be. Suffering has meaning. Suffering is not necessarily a bad thing to suffer. Suffer creates change, you know. When things come our way and kind of test us, it only makes us stronger. So you should welcome suffering. You should welcome challenges, because it's only going to bring you out your comfort zone. It's only going to make you better. We like to stay comfortable. Everybody want to be comfortable, till you realize you're not really comfortable, you know. So I just want to say, like, instead of expecting things, you know, just learn to accept things for what they are, and watch how your life change. Watch how stronger you get. Watch how wiser you get. You know, it's all about perspective. So that's it for today. You know, I just wanted to put that out there, to just start accepting things for what they are. You know, when life happens, accept it, and then take whatever happens and you make the best out of it. Because when you expectations lead to disappointments. When you set your expectations too high, you get very disappointed. You know, whether you expect something in somebody else, you know, or where you expect that certain outcome to happen, you get disappointed when that don't happen. Instead of just accepting things and accepting life for what it is. So that's all, man. It's your boy J2 Wolf. As always, peace and love. Stay blessed. And I'm going to catch y'all later.